Welcome to Wednesday night skill building. My name is Debbie Barnett, and tonight it's all about getting better with your tiles that are sitting on your rack, helping you form the tiles, work through the Charleston, play through the game, as challenging as it is at times. Being able to end up with the best results possible and make the best decisions. I got to tell you, when I was editing the video and looking at last Wednesday's live stream, I was amazed at how challenging that was. But I also realized how many learning opportunities there were during the entire game. And that's what tonight is all about. I'm not going to win every game. So if you're here in hopes that I'm going to win every game, that's not going to happen consistently on Wednesday nights, because I'm playing against competitive bots. And that's good because it gives me the opportunity to have to work through some very challenging situations. And like I said, when I went through the video editing it, I was just amazed at how much there was that we had to juggle. As a reminder, if you have any hand suggestions or questions, please do put it in chat. Hello, Carol, watching from YouTube. And Carol says, hi, Debbie and the Zoomies. That's a cute name. I like that. Carol, that's very cute. Okay, well, here we are again at ilovemahj.com, where I do all of my Sunday night Siamese and Wednesday night live streams. This is a phenomenal site, and I talk about it every week a little bit, and I don't go into a bunch of detail, but this site is probably one of the most, if not the most intuitive sites out there. They have a lot of great perks in here. One of them for sure is the exercise room. This is a place where if you need to learn the card, which is so vitally important to being able to work your tiles, this is where you should come and hang out. And I'm not just saying that because I'm an affiliate of I Love Maj. I'm saying it because I use this when I am teaching now. It's part of my lessons where we come in and we work the exercise room together, and I see how much it is helping new players grasp the card, okay, and the game and the Charleston and everything else that's included here. Besides for that, you can play against the bots, which is fantastic. You can set up a time to play with your friends. You can schedule a game. You can play with your friends at your own personal table that you set up. If you need any help with anything, you can always reach out to me. But they have tutorials galore. If you look under here, you could look to see everything that they have here. Lots of good stuff. And they have a learn area as well. So please check it out. See here, our how-to videos, so important. FAQs. I mean, you can find out everything if you come in here and just take the time to read through some of this stuff. You know, it's a lot, but it's definitely worth it. All right, we're going to be playing an official game because win or lose, I like my stats recorded. And if you are a member already, you don't know where to find your stats, hover over your name and click on my game stats, and you'll see your ratings and where you stack up to others and the hands that you've won, all kinds of good stuff in there. I'm not happy with my stats right now, but that's okay. I've been at the top of the leaderboard before and didn't even know I was, but I have not been there for a while. All right, I play against the advanced level bots. There are 3 levels: standard, intermediate, and advanced. Standard is like playing with a newer player, a beginner player. They make some dumb moves, things that you would not be making as an intermediate or an advanced player, or things that you wouldn't be doing if you took official lessons from an instructor at a school or at a community center, or however you took those lessons, continuing education facility. If you didn't take official lessons, then you probably are making some of these similar mistakes that the standard bots do. I played a few games with it to refresh my memory of some of the things that they do, and passing flowers pretty regularly during the Charleston is one of the things that they do. I think I got a pair the other day too when I was playing with the standard, and I'm trying to remember the other thing. Multiple wins in one pass, a lot of things that I encourage you to avoid. Now, I don't ever say you can't do this or you can't do that. I say try to avoid doing these things if possible. There's nothing guaranteed in this game, and things happen, and there's going to be exceptions to every rule that I might say, don't do this and don't do that. And then something's going to happen, and we're going to have to make that decision. I think one time playing on Wednesday nights, I might have had to pass a flower. That was really crazy, but it happens. Oh, I should mention that they have tournaments. The best way to start out with a tournament is playing online. You have 24 hours to play, relaxed, no pressure, and just see how you do. All right, well, here we go. Let's see if the Joker gods or the Mahjong gods will be with me tonight. I don't know. All right, now always make sure if you're coming in for the very first time that the 2025 card is checked. The timer will help you gauge how long it takes to make decisions on a discard. In other words, whether you want to call it, claim it, and this is a good way to gauge whether or not it takes you a real long time. If it does, there's a pause button, no need to worry. But we want to get faster at decision making, especially during different parts of the game. There are parts of the game, and I do talk about them. Sometimes I forget to really concentrate on the thirds, my rule of thirds, beginning, middle, and end game strategies. But tonight I'm going to try to do that again. Remind me if I ever forget, or anybody hears me mention beginning, end, or middle, and I haven't given you a good explanation. Please feel free to ask me about that. But we'd like to get down to 4 seconds. Sometimes it's even less when you're playing on your own. And I know that when I'm playing against the bots by myself, I'm very, very quick. Of course, it gets a little bit challenging when there's multiple exposures up and we're getting later into the game. Even I have to take a look and figure things out. Of course, I leave it off tonight because we talk through things and I take votes from you guys on whether I should do this or that. It's a lot of fun when we do that. So we're going to leave that off, and I'm going to go ahead and start. Charleston. All right, look at this. I'm going to sort by suit. What do I have sitting in my hand? That's kind of unusual for me to start out with 2 jokers, but I certainly will take it. And I like those flowers. Look at that, a pung of flowers sitting right there. And, I do use the terms pung and kong. If you're not familiar with them, they're all over the card. Please do learn what they are because it's very important. I don't say 3-3-3 if I'm referring to a grouping of 3 tiles. I say a pung of 3s or a pung of 3 cracks, whatever they are, identified, or a konga, which is 4 identical tiles. These are basic terms that are used all over the National Mahjong League card, and that's how I refer to my groupings. So I hope you guys know. Now, what do I see here? I'm going to put my Winds and Dragons over to the right, like I usually do to start out with. And I'm going to, I don't have any other multiples except for the flowers, but those are very pretty. And so I'm going to just go ahead and sort these right now into evens and odds, like I do if I don't have multiples, because I like to work off my multiples. And right now I see 2, 4, 6 as evens. So I'm going to take a look at the left side of the card and see start from there and see what I can put together and what I see. I see that I have twos, which are part of 2025. So I would like to make sure I keep that. I don't like to pass my dragons if I could help it during the Charleston, because this year those dragons are very important because we've got singles in several places and pairs in several places. A little tongue-tied right there. I'll have to edit that out too. Okay, so that's right there. Very nice. And of course, the green I would keep if I skip down to any like numbers, considering twos with any like numbers. I always keep my dragons this year. Any like numbers is quite a challenging category this year, with only 3 hands there, and the second one being one of the most challenging any like numbers hands we've ever had, because we've got 2 pairs in the same suit, which means you can't call either during the game. So you either have to have them to really commit to that hand, or have the hand be formed and ready to call the last one of the pairs. There is no other way to that hand, because you will very easily go belly up if you do that. Oh, you may get lucky, but I tried it once and it didn't work out to my advantage. And now moving down to 2, 4, 6, 8 from 2025. Of course, I have the 4 and 6 here that I can keep very nicely, and with twos and with evens and any like numbers in 2025. Right now, I'm pretty happy with what I have here. I'm not going to look any further because I need some tiles to pass. And that leaves me these to start out with. And that would be, of course, 1 and 3 is part of the low end odds in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. You know, every pass that you send out is going to be, you're going to find something in it. There's only a few combinations of tiles that will be totally benign, that won't work with anything. But do the best you can. I want you to work on building your hand. That's the most important thing of all. I got a 4. And so just leave it like this for right now, and let's take a look at what we could possibly do. Of course, I have like numbers with 2s and 4s now. And if I wanted to just ditch the whole idea of the 2025, which still could possibly come in, I could pass these right here. But I'm not so sure I want to do that. Let me get this up, and then we could look at this and I could talk through it. All right. For 2, 4, 6, 8, line number 4 with the flowers, we need 2, 4, and 6 singles. This is very nice to have 3 of the 4 right now. And then we've got a 2 and 4, and those pungs can be any like pungs. So I'd like to keep both of those so that if I get in 2 BAMs, or 2 more 2s or 4s, I could choose to use those for the end pungs. This is a situation where I said I don't like to pass my wins, but in all honesty, I don't even think I'm going to consider any like numbers. And if I keep the so, maybe still a possibility that 2025 could work out. I've got 2 jokers and 3 flowers. I've got a lot of the tiles already towards several, not several, but 2 that I see that really would work out with those flowers. Line 1 in 2025 and line 4 in 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. And just what I wanted to happen did happen. So now I have to just hope that I get the 8. I still can keep track of, I'm not going to keep the 6 dot because if I do that, then I have to go in another direction altogether and get rid of these twos, more than likely. So I'm not going to do, although I do have a blind pass, but I'm not so sure that the 6 will be well, line number 5 could be. Line number 5 could be. That's one suit. I can do a blind pass. That's why we have blind passes, to allow us to see if anything else comes in, or if your hand is really strong and you're struggling with what to do, this is a good time to do that blind pass as well. So I think let's hold up. Let's see what happens with that. Line 3, 2, 4, 6, 8 is a possibility, but no flowers. Certainly don't want to think about that. So let's see what happens here. Well, guess what? I got the other suit in the other pung for that line 4. That's pretty darn nice. And now, what's the whole rule with continuing the Charleston? I'm not going to stop right now. I'd like to stop, but I may get in another tile. And if I do get in something, then we'll talk about what I'll do as far as, what I would pass. But let's go in, because I'd rather get the 8, take a shot, go ahead and continue it. If I had only two, I would probably stop it. If I had an extra flower, I would probably stop it. That's my exception to that. So let's go ahead and continue.
Second Charleston.
I don't like passing that baby right there. Our dual Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde soap and 0. Okay, well, that's good. At least it gives me that ability now to pass 3. But if I did get in the 8, I would have passed the 2. Bam. Either hope that I got it back in the optional, or that somebody would discard it early and I would possibly call it. Don't know. You know me, I would be sitting there thinking, am I going to call it now? Or am I going to wait because of the 8 dot not being there? But God, this hand is so pretty. I probably would call it at that point. So let's go do this. All right. 3 tiles that I haven't seen before, but I don't need them.
Courtesy pass.
And I can do 3. And I got that 2 back. Okay, so we have 99 tiles. If you look at the bottom right-hand side of the board, after the deal, or the picking of the tiles, not really a deal, there are 99 tiles. And if you break that into thirds, you have 33 tiles in each of the third. The first 33 tiles are when we can really go fast. We don't have to think about what anybody else is doing. Most important is to get out tiles that are not out on the table, because the earlier you get out a tile, which I refer to as a fresh tile, the harder it is for your opponents to make their hands. They're going to see tiles going out that they wish were coming into, that they were picking in. I do see Melinda had said 2 + 4 = 6 as a possibility for the 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it is definitely a possibility. But I got to tell you one thing about that 2 + 4 = 6. It's not an easy hand to get, because there are 3 Kongs. 1 tile goes out on the table, and you've already got to cover it with a joker, even though I do have 2 jokers, and that would eliminate 1 flower. But I'm glad that you see that, and certainly something that you can keep an eye on for sure. Absolutely, you can. But let's see, I don't even think I have 3 suits. 1, 2 + 4 = 6. 2 + 4, not even with my multiples right now. 2, yeah, I'm missing a suit to utilize my multiples for that, but you never know. The more you see, the better off it is. It's not often that we end up the Charleston with a pretty hand like this. Remember, we were keeping an eye on 2025, any like numbers in 2, 4, 6, 8. And then it ended up, this is where we kind of were headed. All right, now prioritizing discards. I like to get out any tiles that have come back to me in the optional or anything that I have never passed out that I am not using. The reason I want to get rid of tiles that have been passed in the optional to me is you never know if one of these bots had to break something up because they continued the Charleston and they were hoping to get it back and they didn't. So, and this has happened to me where I didn't get it back and I see it go out right away. Another reason to get out anything left over that you never passed out during the Charleston is because that tile's never been yet seen by any one of your opponents during the Charleston. And that's another reason to get that out early. I do encourage you not to hold tiles you think someone needs. I watch, I'm very observant when I'm out there playing in the community centers and I run into people that I've taught quite a bit and they've heard this over and over again. And I still see they fall back to that habit of holding tiles they think another player needs. You're going to sabotage your own ability
3 dot
to make money
south.
if you do that. So let's watch and see how quickly I can go right now until something comes in that I need to call.
Soap.
Okay. Now the 2 dot I'm probably not going to need, but I could still hold it for just a little bit, just in case those 8 start going out. I want to have a backup, which would be line 5, 2, 4, 6, 8. So we'll do the
1 dot 9 crack. Soap.
3 soap
1 crack.
early. Okay, there's another 2.
1 dot 3 bam.
Now, I don't normally put my jokers where they go, and I'm going to tell you why until I need them where they are. Of course, this could go here, and I prefer it to go. Look, if I have to call a Kong of flowers, I'll definitely do it. So it's going to either be here or there. So the reason I don't like to put it early on in the game is because when you see those jokers there, you get focused on the fact that that's where they need to be. Jokers can move around. So until you know where they need to go, like this joker, it's 100% needs to go here. Leave them up front. Okay. And like this one here can go here, it could go to the 2 crack, it could go with the flower. It's just going to depend on what goes out.
1 dot 2 crack.
Isn't that interesting? 3 1 dots and 3 soaps. Okay, I'm going to call this for a pung.
Call.
And now I'm going to discard the 2 dot.
2 dot
And I'm going to
8 bam.
Nobody's playing 8 dots and they're not at the end of the wall, giving my opponents a chance to mahjong before me.
4 crack. West.
Darn.
4 dot
Number.
3 crack. 6 bam. 3 dot.
Oh, that was an early mahjong. 80 tiles left in the begin game. I was really mad at the bots last Wednesday because they kept making mahjong in the begin game, the first 33 tiles. Okay, well, that came in pretty nice. Okay, if your hand comes in this nice, just be very proud of yourself. I'm going to hit mahjong.
Mah Jongg.
Now I have 1 win. If I don't win anymore tonight, that's good. At least I had 1 win. Okay, let's see what Annie was playing. Line 3 of 13579. Wow, far away from it. Gee, that's the matching dragon with the 579, line 3. And then Amistad, Winds and Dragons, line 6, East and West with 4s. Oh, gee. Amistad, well, it was early. Nobody would be formed that early. And then look at that. Look at Kurt. You notice what Kurt has? 2 8 dots. Okay. That's when luck comes into play. That was not skilled that I've got that 8. Forming the hand was skill, but that was extremely lucky because he had 2 of my 8s. Unbelievable. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the con of 8s in the opposite suits. That hand is very neat. You could play that pair in any position of your 5-number run, and the 5 numbers can be any run. Lots of flexibility. Let's start the next hand. Oh, you know what? I didn't put my chat window. Okay, cool. All right, so here we go. And start now.
First Charleston.
Oh, righty. We'll stick these down here for a little bit. They're gonna probably get moved though. And we don't have any multiples. I have 1 joker. That's great, not a problem. So I'm gonna do what I normally do when I only have I do have the pair of greens. I don't want to discount that. But I'm going to put it in even and odds first to see what I see. And that does help in the beginning. I have more odds than I do evens here. But I just want to kind of start forming things and see how things work out. So to start with the 5, I have like numbers with 5s. And I have those greens. And I do know in that any like numbers category, the bottom hand, concealed it is, this is a piece of, there's 1 piece of every grouping here. So this is what we call currently a no gap hand. No gaps. We're not missing any part, any grouping. We're missing pieces of the groupings, of course, but we've got at least a part of each. And that's very nice. And I do want to concentrate on these greens. So I'm going to now take a look at my other tiles here. The 3, would that work out with something? Possibly, because I know under the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, there's a hand that has matching dragons. Very common to have matching dragons in a hand in consecutive and in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So the more you get to know your card, not by heart, but I want you to be able to recognize certain things. And the more you get to know it, you'll start recognizing these sort of things. Okay, now I really like all this. I really do. So now would I want to switch gears to 2, 4, 6, 8 at this point? No. But what else can I keep here? Well, I like the fact that we've got a 5, 6 run going on here, which could turn into a 4, 5, 6 or a 5, 6, 7. And there is a hand in consecutive run that also uses the matching dragon line number 5. And for 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, if I didn't say it, it's line number 3. So that I definitely want to keep those for sure. If you see anything else really important for me to keep here, let me know. I do know I'm saying to myself, gee, I'm going to be passing 3 beautiful tiles. I am, right? Gee. No matter what I do, it's going to be pretty. No matter what I do, it's going to be a pretty hand. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to just hope and pray that I'm not giving Amistad a beautiful pass, but I like all this. I don't want to give any of that. All right, I didn't get anything much in here. I don't know that I would want to keep this for 5, 6. For 6, 7, 8, it gives me another option in that run, consecutive run there. That might be a good possibility. So I think, and I'm also now seeing 5, 7, 7, 9. Oh, wow. 5 dot, 7 dot, a little bit, not a whole lot. The only thing I would be thinking of would maybe be 5, 7, 9 with opposite dragons. And that other pair is going to be challenging. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. Nope. Not a beneficial Charleston right now. Oh, if I knew there were going to be other norths and souths, and I had something else that maybe I wanted to give away, I maybe would keep it, but we're already on the first left. I don't think so. Okay. Interesting. I've got a 3 dot, and I do have low end odds. So I may, well, can't keep everything. I want to keep my 5 still for that bottom concealed hand. That's just a pretty pass right there. 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7 with the greens, 5s. Even with the 1, 3, 3, 5s, it's not going to be all that. I probably wouldn't be able to use these, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. Oh, it's really, this is a good one.
Second Charleston.
See bits and pieces of a lot of heat, but I don't want to go away on that south again. It worries me when this happens because I'm like, oh, I feel like sometimes we're all playing the same hand. And sometimes that's happened. So I think 3 times, the other day I was playing with my friends, 3 of us were playing each other's tiles, like we were partners in the tiles. So, okay, let's do this. See what happens. No, another south. That means there's 2 out there. I'm not going to keep it, but this is going to be a hand that's going to have to build during the pickings. Not all Charlestons are perfect. I'm not unhappy with the tiles I have.
Courtesy pass.
I wish that there was something a little bit better. 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9 with the opposite dragons. Oh, it's too weak. All right, I'm going to see. Let's see if we could get in one more tile that we need.
8 crack.
This is more than likely means that nobody else got in good tiles, I'm hoping. All right, let's see what happens.
9 crack. 7 dot.
We're going to really depend on, and I'm remembering a lot of stuff that went around in the Charleston, but I'm going to get rid of first anything that was left over, like I normally do, and then we'll start dumping anything fresh. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 4 first. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. I don't think so. Don't think so.
4 dot. South. 1 bam. 4 crack.
Okay, I'll take that.
8 dot. 2 bam.
And I'm not worrying about a hand. I know that I see like numbers with 5s. The bottom line, it could become the first or the second line. So I don't know what it's going to become. I just know I have the run with the matching dragons, potentially 1, 3, 5 with the matching dragons. So let me just
9 crack.
a little
3 dot.
lot. Keep an eye on. Okay. I keep in that because there's a run right there right now. So we'll get rid of this.
1 dot. West. Soap. South.
And it's interesting that I still, other than the pair of flowers and the greens, I don't have a pair of anything in the suit tiles.
7 crack. 6 dot. Green.
Ooh. Way too early to commit to anything right now. Oh my golly, I hope I get in a few more tiles before
7 dot.
it goes out. Like that.
2 dot. 4 dot. 7 crack. 8 crack.
Okay. All right. Now this definitely helps me with a direction for sure. So let's talk about the run first. That's obvious here. 6, 7, 8. And 5, 6, 7 I should keep because I need a pair to start out that line number 5. And I want to grab whichever one I get is going to be the one I'm going to use because the pair is the most important part of that. And now that we have this very pretty run, I'm not so sure that the, I do see 13579 line 5 if I keep this. But in any event, the run, and if I get 1s and 9 bams, which I don't think I passed early on. I think there were 7 cracks and I don't know, but I don't think I saw 9 bam. I might have, but I think there were 9 cracks, 7 dots, 7 crack. Yeah, they're all out there already. I'm going to just go ahead and get rid of the 5s now. That now gives me new discards because now I'm focusing on the run. Maybe still, like I said, line 5. If I get that 1 bam, you never know, I may get a 9 bam. So I'll keep that open and we'll be able to leave that flexibility, which is good. Which we need. We need flexibility in this game, okay? And I'm at 76 tiles, so I'm just still working my way through the first 33 tiles.
5 dot. 7 dot. 7 dot.
All the 7
3
dots
crack.
now. Okay, perfect.
5 crack. Red.
Now, let's look at this and see. I've got my 5. Very nice. The 6 in that, this is line 5, consecutive. The 6 is a pung. The 7 is a Kong. And this is a pung, the greens, which means I can call everything. This is as nice a hand as you can get right now. So I'm hoping this is what we're going to settle in on.
7 crack. East.
All the 7s. 7 cracks, 7 dots. Nobody's playing those. Interesting. Well, we're not going to go with those, but I'll hold them for a bit. Who knows? Maybe one of my opponents needs those 3 bams and they'll give a call and need one of them, and I'll get to do a little joker swap, use a little joker bait. And I think I'm going to go ahead, and I don't think I need at all to keep the 8 now because this is so pretty. Let me just think this through for a moment. I'd have to then get the 6 bam as the pair, and then I wouldn't need the 5 bams. I don't think I need it. If anything, if I started getting in, if I got in a 1 bam, no, because then I would have to get, I have too much, because the 1, 3, 5 with the matching dragons doesn't even use the flowers. So I'm good with this.
8 bam. 8 dot. 1 dot. 6 dot. Call. West.
Right, we have a 1 6 dot out, so 1 joker is available.
1 crack. 9 bam.
And 1 south, 2 souths are out already.
South. 9 dot.
It's not fresh, but I like to get all my wins out early because, by the way, I don't know if I told you this situation already last Wednesday or not, but I'm going to tell it to you. I was playing with someone and she had up 3 cracks, punga 3 cracks, a punga 7 cracks. So I knew I'm sorry. Upon 3 cracks and 7 cracks. I knew she was playing 1 through 9 top line. I ended up towards the very end of the game getting a tile that she might have needed, 1 crack or a 9 crack. So I had 4 1 dots in my hand, and she needed the 1 dot for, I'm trying to remember now what it was that she needed it for. I don't think it was line, I'm trying to remember which one it was. Was it 1, 2, 3? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. It was she was playing the second hand in Winds and Dragons. That was a different situation. And I had no idea what singles she needed. There was nothing up except for, I think, a Kong of Dragons at that point. So I just decided to play it safe and discard one of because somebody else needed, that's what it was. Somebody else needed a 1 crack or a 9 crack. So I had 4 1 dots and I was thinking they were safe. And I threw 1 dot and it gave my opponent Mah Jongg with a 1, 2, 3 dot. Out of all the tiles, all the singles you could have been playing on that hand. So it just goes to show you there's no safe tile except for the Joker at the end.
8 dot.
I told you my
8 crack.
story about that. Oh, I kind of knew that was going to happen. I'm not going that way though. Nope. Because again, the flowers would not be needed. So I'm not going to go to 1, 3, 5 with the greens. Nada, nada.
1 bam. 8 bam. 4 dot. 2 crack. West. 4 bam. 3 dot. Joker swap. 3 crack.
That's it for the Joker. Interesting. Oh my. Let's see. 3, 4, 5. This is a little interesting scenario to see if it's any different. 5, 6, 7. Nope. It's the same. So we're just going to stay. 5, 6, 7 would be exactly the same thing. 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go like that. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the 3 soon. We're at 50 tiles. We're into the middle game. So I definitely will get rid of it very soon. You don't like to hold the pairs too long. Let's see, 4 bam. Just wanted to see.
4 bam. 2 dot.
Is out already?
Mah Jongg.
Oh, that was quick. Just into the middle game, a little bit into the middle game. Kurt won that with the 2025 line number 1 hand. 3 jokers he had as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's see. I mean, I was coming in pretty nice. They were able to call every single thing. And then Annie, consecutive run with the tie hand. No, I wasn't talking about that hand. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the run, line 4, and Annie was far, far from anything. And then Amistad, consecutive run, line 7, the one with the pair, and very nicely set. Look at that. He needed a 6 crack or a 6 dot or a Joker. That was nice. Let's see. 1, 2, 5. No jokers for Annie. 5, 6, 7. There was still 1 left. Right there. All right, let's see where my tiles were. There's my 6. And who had my tiles right here? 6s, 7, 6s and 7. So Amistad had my tiles, 1 here. Annie had 1 of mine here. Yep. 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 So I did have a partner there. What can you do? Can't do anything about that. All right, let's start again. Good job, Kurt.
First Charleston.
1 joker. Let's see now. All right, so now I do have multiples for the first time tonight, which are my 9s. And of course, they're like numbers. So I'm going to move my other 9 over. And like I said earlier, I always keep my dragons for sure when I have like numbers. Well, gee, this is just very, very pretty. I don't know that I need to go anywhere else other than look at any like numbers category and keep track of all 3 hands. Is there anything else that I might want to look at? Maybe line 3, 3, 6, 9. Like those are like Kongs and 3s, 6s, or 9s. So I could keep an eye on that too. That would be very pretty. So now I can mix this up, do a better pass here. Let's see. I think I like this. That's a nice pass. I don't like see a whole category, but you can't do it. Oh, I got another green. Okay. And now I could do my north, my 1, and my 6. I don't need any of these. But we're looking at the whole any like numbers category right now, and maybe line 3, 3, 6, 9. Okay. Continue, of course.
2nd Charleston.
Ah, another 9. Woohoo. All right. This is one of those challenging ones right now. Ooh, let's see. 3, 6, 9, line 3. No matter what, I'm going to have to give something up, so we have to talk about which would be the best. Darn. Yeah, because line, I can't hold this banking on line 2 of any like numbers, really. I could, but will I get it back or won't I get it back? See, this here is very pretty for the bottom concealed hand. And I can't keep everything. Line 1 is going to be a safer hand than line 2. And 3, 6, 9 in the third line down. Let me look at that again. Yeah, if those were reds, boy, that would be nice. Because then I could use this and I'd be one tile away from being able to call that 9. If that were, if these were reds, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, this is a toughie. In this situation, I would probably, oh gee, okay, give me a vote. I need help. I definitely need some help. Break up the 9. Hope I get it back. I hate to put all my eggs in the bottom hand, but the bottom hand is so pretty. I'm almost thinking this one. What do you think? Let's see. Leslie says soap. Okay, I got 1 soap. Agnes says past part of a pung. Oh, golly, Agnes. But look, this is the entire, look at this. This is the last any like numbers, the concealed hand. You want to change your mind or are you going to stick with it? I need another vote. I only have 1 passive pair of the pung. Go for the concealed hand, says Jackie. Agnes, you have a chance to pass. Agnes changed her mind. Okay, I hate passing soaps. Did I say that once before? All righty. Hey, listen.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, look at that. Look at how pretty that is. That does not mean I'm going to make this Mahjong. We know that.
5 crack.
Okay. All righty. Here we go.
West.
And I'm going to get rid of those tiles that came to me at the end of the Charleston.
7 crack. 3 dot.
Dump the soap. Dump the soaps on YouTube as well. So we're all headed in the right direction.
Soap.
Here's the
Flower. 3 crack. 2 dot. South. 6 bam.
Now I'm going to look here and get rid of anything that is not out already. So that's just the way we'll do it.
3 bam.
Reading
Soap.
past from the chart.
West.
3.
5 crack. 4 bam. 1 dot. 2 crack. 7 crack. North. 5 crack. 1 crack. north.
Okay. And I see there's 2 out there, so I do this.
7 bam, red. 7 crack. 5 dot. Call, east.
We have a 5-dot joker exchange.
4 dot. Call, red.
Boy, heating up here. Heating up, heating up. Okay, I see no 7 dots. So let me talk about this for a moment. If anybody is concerned in looking at the 5 dots and they're nervous about the 7 dot, and they say, oh no, or even the 3, well, there's 1 3 dot out, but either one, they may be saying, oh no, I can't do it, because even the 4 dot, I can't throw the 3 dot, because maybe Kurt needs it. I can't throw the 3 and the 7. You can't do that, because then you sabotage your ability to make your hand. The longer you wait, the hotter the tile gets that you're holding, the closer your opponent gets to winning their hand. So I would rather get it out.
7 dot. 8 crack. 6 bam.
Hope my opponent is saying,
red.
darn, there's my tile. No 6s out, gotta get it out.
6 dot. 8 crack. West. 9 crack.
Ooh, can't call it for the concealed hand. Nope, nope, nope. And I'm not going to call it for line 1 at this point. I don't have that other flower, so I'm going to wait. 8 is not out.
8 bam. Red. South. North.
Okay, I think these are all out now. So we're good to start just throwing what's out there.
3 bam. Call. 8 dot.
That's why you want to get it out early. Yanni could have tons of jokers. I wait another 2 or 3 rounds and
East.
done.
South. Joker swap. 5 crack.
Not fair.
9 dot.
Stop whining. Oh, there we go. There we go. Tough, tough. I'm not going to call it.
8 bam.
It's my hand. Stick to it.
6 dot. 1 dot. 1 dot. 1 dot.
Too pretty not to. This is another child that I got to get out.
5 bam. 1 crack. 8 bam. 6 dot.
Ooh, Amistad man.
Joker swap.
Please. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I know this can go here, it can go here, or here, it could go anywhere. So I'll stick them in right in the middle, because it can go anywhere from here to there. Let's get this out.
3 dot. 1 crack. 7 bam. 8 bam.
Oh my God, Annie, can I have?
Joker swap.
Geez, now we'll put those where they go. Here, here, and here. Now I need a flower. Okay.
7 crack. 2 bam. North.
Oh, I see one.
9 crack.
You know how that goes, don't we?
3 dot. 6 dot.
Get them when you don't need them, and you don't get them when you need them.
7 bam. 3 dot. East. 7 dot. 7 bam. 2 bam.
4 crack sounds fresh. It is. Yep. All right. Well, 30 tiles left. We're just into the end game. 33 tiles in the end game. This would not be a time for me to break my hand up yet. I want to win. I have a good chance of winning. Only 1 flower is out. Is everybody needing them? Who's going to call this?
4 crack. South.
Nobody.
6 bam. 2 crack.
Okay, 2 are out.
Soap. 2 bam. 2 crack. 1 crack.
Wow, 23. 22 tiles left. 3 crack. 3 crack went out real early on. So it's a hottie. Let's put it that way at 22 tiles left, but I definitely want to try to win still.
3 crack. 4 crack. 8 dot. 2 crack. 4 crack. East. 9 bam.
16.
7 dot.
I'm not gonna see it.
7 dot. 4 crack.
Why not?
5 bam.
Oh,
West. Soap. 2 bam.
amazing.
8 dot. 8 dot.
Oh my God. Okay, that part was luck. Okay, you know that. All right, let's look and make sure we got everything. We have our pair of flowers, our pungs and nines and dots, a pung of nines and bams, a pung of nines and cracks, and a pung of dragons. Could be any dragon at all, which means, yes, it is going to match one of the pungs, but it could be any one of the dragons.
Mah Jongg.
Yay, that was a good one. Now you see, I stuck to it. I did not bail out. I know, I cannot believe I got that flower. Let's see what's left. One, 2 more flowers. Let's see. I just picked it. So then it would have been 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. Nope, I wouldn't have gotten it. That was lucky. Very lucky. So yay. Okay, what was Annie doing? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. She broke up her hand, and so she was playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line 3. And then Amistad Quince line 1, coming in nicely, but not nice enough toward the end of the game there. And 2, 4, 6, 8, line 1 for Kurt. Also kind of struggling for sure. And okay, let's do it again.
First Charleston.
See, I like it when it's more even like this. We're sharing it. Kind of makes it nice. Thank you guys watching on YouTube for your help as well. As I think it was Carol said, the Zoomies. We have a new nickname for you guys joining in on Zoom. I like that. All right, let's see what's going to go on here. I'm going to move my wins down. Of course, when I have 3 wests like that, I certainly would rather have a lot more evens in my hand to consider line number 6 of Winds and Dragons. But do I? No. My pair is my 7s. And I do have like numbers with 7s here. And then 7s are odd. So I'm going to move right over to the odd category. And I have 1, 3, and 9. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 1 suit is very pretty right there. These wests are going to be the death of me right now. Not really. I just say that. Oh my God, I do exaggerate so when I listen back to and I'm editing my videos. It's hysterical. I hope I'm entertaining at least. And so these could all end up, if I get in good tiles, in somebody's hand. Ooh. Well, let's see. We'll do 1. And I do have a run here of 7, 8, 9. Is there something in any singles and pairs? Certainly we could look at line 5, because that's it right there. But I'll keep the 8 because there is a nice little run in the middle there. We'll do this and we'll do this for now. Oh, maybe this. Oh boy, those wests. 1 and 3. 5 cracked missing. And you know the card, you could fill in the missing pieces. 1, 3, 5 cracked, 7, 9. Line 1, B. We've got line 1A and 1B. I don't want to get rid of the green. I think those like numbers may be a thing of the past, in my opinion. So we're going to do this. Get 1 more out. I don't want to get stuck. Well, on the first left, I could break it up. But I don't. Let's see. What do I want to do? I guess I could break it up there. Not if I want to hold on to the 8 BM for 7, 8, 9 with the greens. 1, 3. I mean, I even have that hand line number 5 in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. But we'll see what happens. Oh, I guess I'm going to do this. I think it's more important to keep the 8. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Yeah, look at that right there. That's very pretty. I definitely have to keep that 8. Well, I mean, I say I definitely have to keep it. Now I have this too. Gee. 1, 3. 5 crack, 7, 9. Right there. So pretty. If I get 5s, the 5, 7, 9 with the dragon, with the green would be beautiful. Oh my, I guess I was hoping I would keep that 8. Now this is a blind pass is allowed. So I'm going to do that and hope I get something else in. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Talk about being in a pickle. I can't go both ways. I got to do one or the other. But if I keep these, then the singles and pairs that we're thinking about, line 5 is right there. I need the 5s, of course. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. I have rarely, I mean literally rarely passed 2 dragons together. But I think I might have to. It's only going to hurt for a second. I mean, I don't want to stop it. And this would be a good reason to stop it. This would be a good exception. Okay, take a vote. I drive you guys crazy. Give me a vote. Should I stop the Charleston because passing 2 dragons is not wise at all? And I know my husband's on. Randy said continue. Judy said stop. Randy only said continue because he learned to play from me. And that's why his brain is like saying, okay, come on, give me, I need a couple more because I have 1 stop and 1 go. I need at least 1 or 2 more. Weigh in. Come on, Leslie. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I need some more. Agnes. Agnes says, I'm not going to give my opinion anymore. Oh, I knew it. She just said she goes, I'm not voting. Agnes. Come on, I was only teasing you earlier. You got to vote. That's hysterical. I knew that she was going to say that. Let's see. Who else could I bug? Somebody. I need somebody else to okay, hold the green past the 1 and 3 dot. Ooh, but past the 1 and 3 dot and red. So then this here, my beautiful singles and pairs hand right here. Look, I only need to get 1, 5 bam and then wait for a 1 bam or a 5 bam, and I need the 3 cracks. So you think that it's too far a stretch? Jackie says maybe 1, 3 dot, past the dot, past the dot. Yeah, the what? The 1 dot? Yeah, but what about this here? Oh my God. All right, I'm going to continue.
Second Charleston.
I'm going to continue. I'll do this. Not happy about it. And we'll do this. Look what I got in. Whoa. This would give me the ability to get ones or threes as my pair. And I don't want to pass the green because the green's never gone out. So, I mean, I had to do the red, but now I don't have to. So if I only do one
Courtesy pass.
and do one here, in person, my friends would never take one, but the computer doesn't refuse it. Okay, so I'll do the 8.
8 bam.
Oh, so now I could do 1, 3s, or 7s for that. All right, now, oh, look at that. Isn't that something else? All right, I do not think that I am going to be ending up with that green as a part of anything. So I'm going to get rid of that right now.
Green. Red. Flower.
It'd be exciting if I made that hand.
1 dot.
And I hold this open and I get this, I would have one more option.
Green.
To
5 bam.
hold out for the other. Oh, there's 1, 5 bam.
7 crack. 6 bam. 4 dot.
I'm holding
5 dot.
7 just to see if I get 1, 1, or 7. And then when I discard, if I happen to get in whichever one I get in, if I'm lucky
8 crack.
to get it for
8 dot. Soap. 4 bam. 5 bam.
Second one.
6 crack. 4 dot. 5 bam.
Here's our third one. Okay. Not so bad.
1 crack.
We'll have to hope we get a lot of jokers now.
2 crack.
It was a nice try. And now I kind of wish I had kept the green. Let's see. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 with the flowers. We have one shot at getting that single 5. That would be very nice. I'm going to keep the 3 dots for backup. 1, 3, 3, 5 dot, even though there's one out already.
7 dot. East. 7 bam.
A couple of backups I could do here. See, this would be risky to call that right now for that line 5, although I would love to. It's too risky to do it, so.
7 dot.
Oh well.
8 crack.
This is a nice
West.
try.
9 dot. Call. 4 bam.
If you have no jokers, there's no harm in trying. And let's see, 1, 3, 3, 5. We'll do the 1 while they're both out.
1 dot. 9 crack. 9 bam.
Again, my
North.
that's why they're good to get them out early.
2 crack. 2 bam.
You're on the receiving end
5 crack.
going out and you know what's going on.
2 crack. Soap. 1 dot. 7 crack. 7 dot.
5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6. No.
6 dot. 8 crack. 1 bam.
1, 3, 3, 5. It's just so, it's like, I don't like to just
North.
call. Oh, there's nice.
7 dot.
You know,
East.
I hate jokers, and it's like, that's why it's hard when you can't call when you have no joker.
Call. 3 crack.
Hung of East, and I got a joker exchange over here too. Hopefully.
7 crack.
Look at that. I got those singles now. Let's look what it looks like. 7 already went out. I need a joker. The 9 already went out. I would need a couple more flowers. How many do I have here? I have 4, 8, 9. for the 1335, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 2 more toward this hand. I'm not getting any jokers. Doesn't, at this point, I can only be ahead of the game if I do get some jokers in. 1 9 bam went out. I have hope to get something. Do a joker exchange. I think I'm going to keep this going right here. And I'll keep these as a backup for the 13579 where I can call. Line 1, I'm looking at line 1A and line 5A. And we'll get rid of the 5 and the 3s. All right.
5 dot. 7 crack. 3 crack. 1 dot.
At least I know I've got really, well, I was going to say I have really safe tiles, but like I gave you that story earlier.
3 dot.
Not all.
5 crack. Soap. 1 crack.
That one got discarded early, and that's the one I had gotten rid of. Interesting. 7, 8, 9. Would there be a possibility? Maybe. 7, 8, 9. Flower 7, 8, 9. Line 1, 3A. Consecutive.
3 dot. Call. Green.
I just drew a 3 dot. He didn't call it. 1 or 2 reasons. One is he didn't want to have to put up the 2 jokers, or he wasn't ready yet. Now he was forced to do it, and I get to do joker exchange.
Joker swap.
And I got the 8s too. Look at this. Now I have to look at how this would have to go here. I just have to look at it this way. 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 that way. Or flower 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I count the joker before? I think I did. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 1 more this way. If I'm doing it right, because I'm not really good at the adding. I have 1 more right here. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Keeping the 8s for flower 7, 8, 9. I can now get rid of, because remember all those 5s went out. So line 1A, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 is going to need a lot of jokers. So I'm going to go ahead, and I got 2 hands still. Look at that. I thought I was really in a bad way. Not so bad. All right, now this Kurt is playing 3s and 9s. 3 plus 6 equals 9. Or that would be line 2A, or line 4. 3s and 9s with the single 3, 6, 9, which means I better get this 3 out right now.
3 bam. 5 crack.
Even though I have a 3 already. Are there any others out? But that's the reason you get it out. If I held that 3 and he was using the single 3, 6, 9, and I wait till later, Mah Jongg.
4 dot. 3 bam. North. 1 crack. Red. Mah Jongg.
3, 6, 9 with the cracks, not the bams. Very nice. With 3 jokers. And he had 2 jokers. Winds and Dragons line 1 coming in pretty nice. And 2, 4, 6, 8 line 2 for Amistad. 2 plus 4 equals 6, and still pretty far away. Well, at least I had some really good flexibility there. We really moved out from that singles and pairs. We had a lot of thinking to do and how to switch out and everything. Yeah, this is, it's like every little thing you can see I knew that 8 bam went out in the beginning, and I'm like, maybe I just need to hold it. That could have been the hand, depending on what came in. Great flexibility to keep open, most important. And good job, Kurt. Let's do it again.
First Charleston.
Okay, sort by suit. One joker, I'll take one joker. Let's move these down. First, I already see the Norse with evens. They don't go together. All right, multiple sixes. We're starting with our pair of sixes, and sixes are an even number. So I'll just take my evens and put them together. It's that easy when you're starting. Seriously, that easy. What else can I do with sixes? Well, I could think of something with a run, probably. But I do know that we've got 3, 6, 9. And that's nice as well. So we've got 3, 6, 9, which is a pretty nice flexible category, even though I think there's one less hand there this year. But I do like it a lot. So if I want to keep 3, 6, 9 plus 2, 4, 6, 8, and I'm going to need to get something here, what would I keep? Either the 2s and 8s or the 4 and 8, either one has a little teeny piece of, oh, wait a minute, the 6th dot is here. So I'm going to keep, okay, this is the way to do it. If I were to think of that line number 5, which I think of a lot, it's a popular hand this year. I've already got 2 dot, 6 dot here sitting, being saved for this 3, 6, 9 area, and the 8 dot. Either one, the 4 or the 8 can go. But that's how I would figure out what should I keep and what should go. Let's do the 8. My. A green and a red. That is, I'm thinking of 3, 6, 9. Bottom concealed hand, 3, 6, 9. I made that the other day. It's a pretty hand. I think I'm feeling a little stronger toward 3, 6, 9 right now. So I'll do this. I don't want to backwards dragons out. That came in. Okay. I think I'm good right now. Now I think we're going to just stick here and stay in 3, 6, 9 category. And I am going to continue.
Second Charleston.
And let's see how things might have changed if I were to do the 3, 6. No, I'm missing cracks here. So the bottom concealed hand is missing one of the suits. So that's not going to happen right there, but I definitely want to keep it all for sure. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, I'm going to break it up. I'll do the red. We did have like numbers with 6s, but not
Courtesy pass.
strong enough for me to. All right, so I'm going to do 2. And so I basically settled in on just collecting 3, 6, 9. You know, if you're a beginner and you're not able to see other things beside one category, that's okay. But just make sure you're not worried about picking a hand right away. Because as long as we have things to discard, we could still just keep collecting tiles and then work it out. Other things could happen. You never know. Things could change, but we really have a real strong presence of 3, 6, 9. So holding true with what we were doing, anything that was left over after the Charleston goes out first. I don't believe this green is going to help me at all at this point. I don't even think I'm going to even worry about the bottom concealed hand either, because I have such good stuff here.
Green,
Just gonna
east,
start going, and let's see
north,
until
soap,
something goes out that I have to consider. I'll get out everything that was left.
5 bam, 3 crack, 8 bam, 4 dot,
And that helps you speed the game up.
8 bam,
I still have
red,
one discard before I have to work out things within the category.
4 crack, soap,
Okay, now
7 bam, 9 crack,
when something else comes in, now that's not in my hand. I have no 9 cracks. Obviously, I'm not going to use my jokers and consider calling it. It's not even an option right now.
9 crack,
And right now, just looking at what I have, I've got 3, 6, 3 bam, 6 bam, 6 dot, 9 dot, which is line 1A. And I've also got 3 plus 6 equals 9 with the flower, line 2A. So will things change? Not sure.
1 bam,
Wait till we get one tile
2 crack,
in,
9 dot,
and now we have to kind of look at it, right? So in this particular case, if I call this the 9 crack, I have to use a joker, and I'm very weak here with the 3. Not very weak, but I'm weak. And I'm also weak with the fact that I have a pair, which leaves me vulnerable right there. If we do 3, 6 bam and 6 dot, 9 dot, I have to use the joker for that. I can call the 3 bam. I need one more good pick. Now, this is really early for me, but I'll tell you why I would call it. For one thing, that Kong of 9 dots can be also used in line 2 if things turn around. So that is a definite. And the 9 bam is probably my least needed tile right now. That still gives me the opportunity to look at line 1A and line 2A. Perfect. So I'm going to call it. Very early call for me.
call, 9 bam, joker swap, 1 crack,
Let me take
8 dot,
there's 2
7 dot, 1 dot, 1 crack,
until I get something
red,
in or something goes.
6 bam,
Consider calling like this one. I can't call it because that's in the Kong position. So when one tile goes out, I know I need a joker in there, which I have. But if one more goes out, I'll need it. So you just have to see what happens. No, no big deal. Oh, like that. See? Now we're able to call 3 bam, 6 bam. We've got our punga 6 dots already, and now I can dump the flower and the 3 dot.
flower, 5 dot, 8 crack, 5 crack,
I don't need it, but it would be a safer tile to hold and get out the 3 dot instead.
3 dot, call, west,
There you go. This proves what I'm trying to teach about getting tiles out early. If you're thinking, well, why'd you throw that? If you should have thrown the other one because 3 dot wasn't out and no, get it out early. Let them call early and expose. Look, they have a joker up. They had it, they're exposing early. All that stuff is good rather than them calling Mah Jongg later.
1 dot, 5 bam, west, north, west, south,
Okay.
3 crack,
Not
4 dot,
working.
west,
I want to make my hand.
east, east, 3 crack, north, south,
But you see how fast
2 bam,
I play.
2 bam,
Getting
south, 2 crack,
nice. It could go anywhere. It could go here or here. Not anywhere, but the first two.
6 dot,
Now I'm
8
set
crack,
for Mahjong, 3 bam, 6 bam, or Joker exchange.
call, 1 bam,
If somebody doesn't Mahjong before me.
7 dot, south, Joker swap, 4 dot, 8 dot, flower, call, 8 bam,
Yay, 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 yay. Son of a gun, and there's only one out.
Joker swap, 7 dot,
7 bam. One, just one out. We never know. Could be here, but I want to make Mahjong.
7 bam, 5 crack, call, 4 bam,
Okay. Clog of flowers with a tongue of 5 cracks. Okay, what do we have? We have, let's see, Kong with 5s. What is, wait a minute, a Kong of flowers with, oh. Okay, any like numbers, line 2. Let's look and see. 2 5 bams out. If you see something else, let me know. Oh, line 2025, line 1, Jackie says, I always forget about that. And yeah, it could be any like numbers, line 2, but consecutive run, which one in consecutive run? I don't see a pung with flowers, with a Kong of flowers in consecutive, but line 1 for 2025. Yeah, okay.
8 bam,
Oh, here's my Mahjong.
Mah Jongg,
Hey. There we go. Now, and this was a real classic example of just heading in one particular direction, but again, high level at category level to begin with, not worrying at all about having to choose something until you absolutely run out of discards and you filled in all 3 6 9s. That's when you have to start looking at which the easier hands are and which tiles you have the most toward. Let's see, Annie playing the 2025 hand, which, oh my God, that was risky without the soap. That was really risky, Annie. Consecutive run line 5 for Amistad, coming in very nicely. Consecutive run line 3 for Kurt, also coming in pretty nicely. But wait a minute, line 3 with flowers? Okay, if you say so. She had 2 jokers, but oh well.
First Charleston,
That was good. So tonight the competition is pretty, next time I win, I gotta look at the leaderboard. It's been good competition tonight. Sort by suit, move this down for now. And we will move our hairs up to the front here and work off of them. Okay, 7s, 7 8 is a run. So I can keep everything in a run. And when I keep runs, I don't think of just like this. To me, the 8 dot and the 9 dot isn't only thing I see for a run. I see all numbers within 4 or 5, depending on the spread. So before or after your multiples, if you can do it, keep as much as you can. So right now I like all that. And I may, if I end up, I don't know what else, let's see if I want to keep the green and the soap for right now. I think I'm happy with this, and I'm gonna mix this up. Now I'm gonna do this. And another 8 and another 8. So we're still got 7, 8, 9 going. Let's see what I'm gonna have to do. Now I have to really look and think about this. Well, I've got a lot of pieces of things for sure. I see the possibility of consecutive run line 2B, 6 crack, 7 crack, 8 dot, 9 dot. I see the possibility of flower 7, 8, 9, line 3A, but you don't need 3, you don't need a ton of 8s there. I see no jokers, 7, 8, line 4, 7, 8, maybe 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8. I don't know. What do we pass here? I also see mixed soup, 6 bam flower, 6 bam, 7 crack, 8 dot. I like that even better than thinking about 7, 8, 9. So we gotta really keep an eye. Like numbers with 7s or 8s. 8's better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I think, darn, I almost want to get rid of, keep the 8 and do the 7, because like numbers, I don't know what I'm going to do. If I do like numbers with 8s, I'm going to want to keep those dragons. So I think I'm going to do this. I don't want to. I want to keep it all. Okay. I don't like passing a north and south together, but I'm not giving anything else up, so I have no choice. Of course I have a choice, but oh wow.
Second Charleston.
Oh golly, Kurt's all those wins now. All right, so I had said 6, 7, 8, 9 earlier. There's a run right there. No jokers, so I'm in a little bit of a precarious situation right now. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 bam, 7 bam, 8 dot. 7, 8, 9 mixed soup, but I don't need the other 8, so I'm not going to keep that. Gee, I got to get rid of something. I think it's going to have to be this for now. Who knows, maybe a run with the soap. Oh, I hate to get rid of it, but no, it's all too good. It's all good. 5, 7, 7, 9. Yeah,
Courtesy pass.
the toughie. Another 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just got a little stronger. Nothing that a few jokers can't really use, right? I'll do 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. I don't think the singles and pairs is going to be in my future right now. I'm going to do 2.
Soap.
Amazing. All right.
Flower.
Happens. I definitely need
5 bam.
So I'm looking at 6, 7, 8, 9, possibly line 2B. Things could change to flower 6 bam, 7 crack, 8 dot, some other something. I don't know. We're just gonna see. Like numbers just didn't seem like it was working out too well. I'm going to do the
East.
first
9 bam.
bam left over from
West.
the
Flower.
in.
Call. 1 crack. 3 bam. 7 bam.
I'm gonna grab that. Because if I don't grab it, somebody else will, and I could use it in 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm gonna
Joker swap.
worry about everything else after, but I'm definitely taking it. Now that I took it, 6 bam, 7 crack, 8 dot is here, but you never know. Maybe we'll get some more flowers. Let's see. I think was the 3. I don't remember what was left over now. It's been so long. I know that these dragons, like this one, should go to. They all got to get out. Okay.
3 dot. North. 6 dot. 9 crack.
Yep, like that. You never know.
Green.
So
8 bam.
possibility, flower, 6 bam, 7 crack, 8 dot. You just never know. Oh, 8. I need that 8. I was holding it. Did anything change here? 6, 7, 8. Like numbers? No.
5 bam.
Even a possibility.
8 crack.
Okay. Now that's out, so it's not as hot or
4 crack. 2 bam. 4 dot.
I forgot to put my mic close to me.
1 dot.
Oh, I like that. Very much.
8 bam. 5 dot. Call. 1 dot.
Okay, we have a 5 dot joker exchange here.
3 bam. 1 crack. 7 dot.
I mean, it would be nice if that was in my hand for 7, 8, 9 with the soaps and possibility for that hand, but this one is so pretty right now. The 6, 7, 8, 9 that's sitting right here in front of me. Line 2B consecutive run.
North.
That I am not going to think about it. And there was a soap out. I'm going to get the flower out. Or should I wait? Oh my God, I feel like I want to wait a little bit.
4 dot. 5 crack. 9 crack. Flower. 9 bam. 6 bam.
Well, there goes one I would not be calling it. Not when that's a Conga flowers there. So
West.
that idea is
Red.
gone. It's not, doesn't even make sense. So we're going to get rid of this.
Flower. South. South. Green. Flower. 9 bam.
Funny.
Red. South.
Should I have held on? And 3s, no, 5s out yet. Another, they're out. They're out.
5 crack. 1 dot.
Everything's out.
1 dot.
Of course,
2
so
crack.
being that they could be a 0, definitely should be priority. Oh my goodness.
Soap.
So we'll get that out.
9 dot.
Okay. Now, do I want to call this? Of course, I do want to call it. I'm going to be putting up 2 jokers, but I kind of have to because I can call the 7 crack and the 6 crack. My hand is well set. Maybe I'll get the joker exchange. I don't want to do this, but I mean, it's a well-formed hand. That's the whole point of calling. So I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Call.
We're
3
committed.
bam. 8 bam.
Who takes our
8 bam. 2 bam. Call. 8 crack. 3 bam.
And this is the first one, bam. So this is very possible, could be Annie's tile. Let's see. Well, we got to get it out.
1 bam. Call. 9 crack.
No.
8 dot.
If I held that any longer than now, chances are it would be Annie's Mahjong. So good to get it out. And I don't need that. And got to get this out.
5 crack. 8 crack. Green. Flower. Soap. 1 bam. Green. 7 dot. 5 bam. 7 dot. 9 crack. Joker swap. 6 crack.
Okay, I'll call that Rapung.
Call.
And then
6 bam.
do
3
7
dot.
crack or a Joker exchange for Mah Jongg if somebody doesn't beat me to it.
West. 3 dot.
Tiles left. We're just now into the end game. And there we go.
Joker swap. Mah Jongg.
Woohoo! Thank you, Dale. I appreciate those words. Okay, so here we go. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the way you do it. Easy, right? Okay, let's see what Annie did, and I'll look at the leaderboard too. 1, 2, 3, 4. She was playing the same hand as I was playing, consecutive run line 2B, and consecutive run line 4 for Amistad with those singles 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The singles, and then the Kongs in the 2 suits. Still kind of challenged with that hand, but Kurt, let's see what he was doing. 2025. And very nice set for Maj. How pretty was that? Nice. Let's look and see what we got. Amistad. I'm sorry, you have a -10. Oh my God, I am definitely having a decent night. Well, this is going to be a fun video to post after when no, they're all good. We're not here for the win. I think. No, we're not here for the win. We're here for the whole educational aspect, right? Leslie said, yes, we are here for the win. I just want to take a quick peek and see what was in here. Okay. All right, well, that
First Charleston.
Nice. Take a look, no jokers. Second hand tonight with no jokers. So let's move it into singles and pairs. We're going to look at singles and pairs. Let's do evens and odds, see how it looks, and then see what else we would think of. Let's see, of course, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 categories right there. We've got some like numbers going on as well. I certainly don't want to get rid of the greens, which almost means that I need to get rid of the 4 crack, 1 dot, and 6 dot. Just the way the tiles, oh, this is a 1 here too, but I've got more high-end odds, so I think I'm going to do the 1. And if I got a 1 bam, I would consider the 1, 3, 5 singles in that line number 5. So we don't really need the 1 dot. All right, that's the way we do it. I got a 7. I certainly do see 7, 8, 9, but 5, 7, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9 with opposite dragons. I'm going to do this, and I have to, and I want to keep the 7 crack for possible like numbers. That means something here, which is going to end up being the 3, keeping all the high-end odds. You know, that card, that section is split into low-end odds, 1, 3, 5, and high-end odds, 5, 7, 9. There is 1, 2, 3 hands that use all the numbers. So if I'm going to have to make a choice of what to keep when I don't have a lot of strength yet, it's not going to be the 3 getting rid of anything else at this point. So we're going to do that. Okay, now I have 5, 7, 9 with the opposite dragons showing up, line 6 on the 6B right here. If I get 6 dots, I would consider thinking of flower 5, 6, 7 No, not flour, 5. Well, it could be flour, 5, 6, 7, but it really wouldn't be with the flour unless I got soaps. It would be 5, 6, 7 with the opposite dragons. You can very often keep track of either line number 5 and 6 of consecutive run with line 3 and 6 of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. If it happens, we'll see. So which one of these babies would I get rid of? Okay, so I'm looking at 5, 7. Thinking of the two suit Pung Kong, line number 2B, I would want to keep the 7 and the 9 to leave open 5, 7 dot, 7, 9 crack, or 7, 9 bam. That's kind of how I think about this stuff. Now, the bottom concealed hand, 5, 7, 5, 7, 9, maybe. It's weak, but I could do a blind pass. I want to maximize what I get. And I got nothing. So,
Second Charleston.
care about, actually. And I don't see anything here that I want to keep. 5, 7, 7, 9. Nope. Other than the red or any like numbers with 7s. God knows if that would even happen. 5, bam, 5, 7, 5, 7, 9. Do I need it for like numbers maybe? I don't know. 5, 7, 7, 9. I almost feel like I want to keep it all.
Courtesy pass.
Which I think, excuse me. Um, 5, 7, 7, 9 with those reds. It's kind of, it's an interesting thing here because I do have these opposites right here going on, very pretty. Do I need to keep all of this? How close am I here to this? Let's look. 5 I could call, the 7 I could call, and I need 2 good picks for that. That's really pretty. I mean, if that looks like it's going to be my hand, I could get out the 5 bam, one more tile, because I know the computer will do it for me. But I don't even, these have been in my hand for all the time, the whole Charleston. So that would not be smart for me to do 3. I'd like to, because I'd like to try to get in the 9s, but I don't like getting out those fresh tiles at the end.
3 bam.
So there we go. I didn't do it. So
1 bam.
what happens. This is very pretty right here. See, now it's even prettier.
5 crack. Red. 3 dot.
I mean, how
7 bam.
was that to get that in there?
4 crack.
I didn't.
1 crack.
I'm going to get these out first. Shoot, I went too quick.
6 bam. 1 crack.
Okay. These got to go first.
7 crack. 7 crack. 5 bam. 6 bam. 9 bam.
Now,
Flower.
flour. I was just thinking of flour. I wasn't, never mind.
9 bam. Red. 3 bam. 7 bam.
You get that west.
9 crack.
Not
6 crack.
one thing here.
West. 1 crack. 4 dot.
Okay.
South.
All right. Now we could keep 5, 7, 9 with the soaps. A possibility I really hope this 579 with the opposite dragons comes in, though. I really do. It's just too pretty not.
Green. 7 bam.
If you know,
Soap.
we abandoned, oh, we're not going to call that. We abandoned any idea of
1 dot.
like numbers.
3 bam. 4 bam.
Only holding those flowers for a little
2 crack.
too long. I'm hoping somebody will put up a joker when they call it.
2 dot.
Not as common this year, but
8 bam. 8 crack. Call. 9 crack.
a call of 8 cracks with no jokers.
3 dot.
Nice.
South. 2 crack. Flower. 3 dot.
Means that if somebody needs it, it'll get a little bit better chance if I wait a little bit, somebody then call it with a joker.
1 bam. 2 crack.
To make that happen.
5 crack. South.
I'll do one more round.
8 bam. 9 dot.
Oh, gee. It's too bad.
East. 1 bam.
Okay. All right. Flower. 5, 6, 7. Nope, that would not. Well, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. All right, let's do the flower. You know what? Actually, you know what else? Oh my God, hold on, you guys. Wait a minute. This is like weird. I'm going to change my direction for a second. This is so crazy. Look at this. How is this looking? I just let the greens and the reds go by. I needed a pair to keep available. If a red goes out or a green, I could call it. Whoa. How many do we have for the other one? Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, I'm okay. Oh, I let 2 reds go. So the reds would have to be the pair. The soap. Oh my goodness. That would have to be the Kong. And we need a Pung. No, either one. Is this really risky? I'm one. I see the 2 reds are out. But I'll just use those reds as the pair. I have one more tile toward this. The other hand, it's probably safer. Probably safer. You guys probably think I'm even crazy for thinking about it. All right. Now, actually, yeah, this is down here. That's why it looked like too many tiles over there. That's kind of sad. All right, I'm gonna get rid of a flower.
Flower. 3 dot. 9 bam.
That's a
1 bam.
killer.
5 bam. West. 3 crack. Call. 9 bam.
5 crack. I'm not gonna hold it.
Flower.
Don't want to
8 dot.
Yes.
7 bam. 2 bam.
4 dot is not out. 1 is out. 5 cracks, are they out? 1 is out. They're all out, aren't they? 6 dot. Not out. That means get it out.
6 dot. 3 crack. 4 bam. East.
2 bams are not out. They are.
2 bam.
It's out now.
4 dot.
Oh, I should do this though. I'm not playing it.
East.
Get that out, that dual roll tile.
6 dot. Soap. East. 1 crack. 6 crack.
Oh, God.
6 crack.
Amazing.
West.
That's amazing.
4 dot. Flower. 3 bam. West. 2 crack. Flower.
I have a partner here.
North.
Not
North.
18 tiles left.
9 crack. Flower.
Oh, wow. Okay, what do we need? We need a 5 dot. We could call the 7. The other 9 dot is still available. And
4 dot.
we're home.
North.
But 14 tiles.
6 bam.
What are the
4 bam.
chances?
5 crack call. 4 bam.
Look at that. This late, he's calling with jokers.
North. 5 bam.
Okay, the 9 crack. I wanted to see. 1, 2. Okay, they're all out. So
6 dot. Joker. 6 bam. Joker. Joker swap.
okay, this can go anywhere, right?
9 crack. Flower.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm set for Mah Jongg. 5 dot, 7 dot, or a 9 dot. And Kurt's probably using them, and who knows? They all could be using my tiles. Possibly.
8 bam. Joker.
So, oh, so close. So close. And let's see. Nobody needs this, so
South wall game.
look at that. Let's see who has my 9 dot. Annie does. She has my 6 dot too. And Amistad has my nothing. 7 dot rather. And Kurt has my 5 dot. They all had my tiles. Let's see, Annie broke up her hand. Kurt broke up his hand. And he probably got that 5 at the end. Oh my, look at that. Everybody broke up their hand but me. Pretty cool.
First
Right,
Charleston.
well, that was fun trying, right? Oh, I have 2 jokers. Yay. And a pair of 7s. And we have another 7 for any like numbers. Isn't that nice? Yes. We have a 5 that would work in the odds. We have an 8 that might work in a run. We want to keep this, of course, by just piecing things together, right? So any like numbers with 7s, a little bit of 5, 7, 9 with the 5, a little bit of a run with 7, 8. And look what we have neatly sitting here, what we're going to get rid of. We have another 7. We have a red now. Bottom concealed any like numbers hand looks really pretty right there. And I'm going for it. Unless something changes. And first left. Okay.
Second Charleston.
Not very often you're pointed to a hand so quickly, but it just happens to be 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. I don't know if there's any reason to keep them. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Bottom concealed consecutive run, maybe.
Courtesy pass.
I'm good with that. I'm good with doing this.
2 bam.
Look at 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. So now okay, so this is what happened based on what came in. Started out really strong, any like numbers, bottom concealed hand. And I was thinking that would be it until another tile came in, another couple tiles, the sixes, and I see 6, 7, 6, 7. And I know the bottom concealed consecutive run hand, 6, 7, 8. And what do? I pass one tile in the optional and I get an 8 bam. So I have 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 right here, which is beautiful. I have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 tiles toward that hand. And two, 4, 6, 8, 10 towards the bottom concealed hand. I ended up with another hand option that's even stronger. That's really cool. And I have everything I get in
4 crack.
going out
West.
until I fill in either another tile in either of those two hands. It's gonna
4 crack.
make me make a
West.
which I actually think the bottom concealed consecutive run hand is gonna be it. 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
6 crack. 3 crack. 1 crack. 1 crack. 1 bam. 8 crack. South. Soap.
Now you can play
9 crack.
quickly.
7 dot.
All right. I can't call for either of those two hands. I'm just going to ignore.
East. 1 dot.
6, 7, 8. If I weren't doing those two hands, I would want to keep this.
Soap. 2 dot. 8 crack. 3 bam.
Golly. Okay, we got to put the hand together now. 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. All right, does everybody agree? I'm pretty sure everybody's going to agree that the bottom consecutive run, flowers, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, single pair pung, repeated again is the way to go.
Red. 5 crack. 8 dot.
I want
East.
tile, but can't get
North. 9 bam.
one of them.
Call. 6 dot. 1 bam. 7 bam. 5 crack. 6 dot.
At least everything except for one
Red.
that went out was the
7 crack.
pair position.
East. 9 crack. 2 crack. South. West. Flower. Call. 5 dot. 1 dot. 1 bam. North. Soap. 8 crack.
If I get that joker.
2 dot. Red.
Got every red though.
3 dot. Call. 2 bam.
No jokers up.
4 dot. 4 dot. 2 bam. East. 6 bam.
Hey, 5 bam. Let's see if anybody calls that.
5 bam. Call. 6 bam.
I knew it, but that's okay. That's what we want to have happen.
2 dot. 3 bam. 3 crack. 7 crack. 1 dot. 5 crack. 5 crack. Flower.
Don't need that.
Flower. 4 dot. 7 crack. 9 crack. 1 crack. 2 crack. 8 crack. North.
Oh my.
Red. Soap.
Right. 8 bam. 8 dot. Joker exchange. Joker pick.
5 dot. South.
All which ways?
3 crack. 1 dot. 5 dot. 6 crack.
5, 7, 9. No nines out. This could be a mahjong. I don't care because I want to make my hand. So even though there's 22 tiles left, I would not break up my hand with this beautiful tile. I mean, it's a hot tile, no doubt.
9 dot. Call. 6 bam.
Hey, it's a call, not a mahjong. Yay.
2 crack.
Oh, wrong position.
7 dot. 5 dot. 4 bam. South.
We Okay, 3s and 9s could be with the 3, 6, 9 in the middle. That could be a mahjong for Annie. Could be 3 plus 6 plus 9 that he's playing. How many 6 cracks are out? 1, 1, 2.
6 crack. 1 crack. Joker swap. 8 bam.
There's my mahjong.
Mah Jongg.
Woo! Wow. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Is that unbelievable that that came in? Very, very cool. Very cool. Thank you guys. I've been watching you on YouTube as well with your, oh God, your texts come in delayed though sometimes. So I apologize if I don't react as quickly as I should. Let's look at Kurt was playing 1, 3, 5, 7, no, 5, 7, 9 with the matching dragons. Really, yes, Agnes, it is a great night. We're going to do one more game actually. Set for Mahjong, and then Annie was doing 3, 6, 9. And so I took that chance with the 6 crack. He needed the 9 crack. And Amistad, 2, 4, 6, 8, line 4, also set for Mahjong. Wow, everybody, that was really a competitive game based on that. Let's see how this looks. Ooh,
First Charleston.
yikes, yikes. All right, 1 joker. And we've got, let's move these down for a sec. We've got a pair of 2s and a pair of 6s where I'm starting my decision making here out of these. Those are both even numbers. So I'm just going to add all the even numbers to it. Just like that. And I do keep them in suit groupings because otherwise it's too confusing if you do this. Something like that. Because all of the hands, other than like numbers, that would make sense. All the hands have groupings by suit. So keep them like that. It makes it easier to see. I do see like numbers with 4s, a little bit with 6s. This is here too. So I've got a ton of 2, 4, 6, 8. I was originally thinking, oh, a soap. Will I have any good tiles for 2025? Couple, but not a good enough to go that way. I'm very happy with all of the 2, 4, 6, 8 here. And now the question becomes, what do I do with those? But I don't want to pass that. If I get in any more tiles, I'm going to have to pass it. For right now, if I want to, I could give this up. This is probably the least important. All right, that gives me a little bit of time to think about what's going to come in. Now I have that. Now I have this and this. Now if I look at this, I've got those singles there. Of course, I'm missing the flowers. Yes, I understand. But let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 singles and pairs, even though I have a joker. I can't do that, obviously. I need to keep this for sure. Because I do see line 1B, 2, 4, bam, and 6, 8 dot right there as well. Maybe this one instead of the soap for right now. I think so. Tough decisions on these.
Second Charleston.
You have all 2, 4, 6. Okay, I'm going to do that. Got that back.
Courtesy pass.
And that. Lots of things in there that I could be doing. I guess I'm going to do 1. Okay.
9 dot.
See what happens.
Flower. North. West.
We've made something good out of nothing before, so
9 crack.
again.
Soap. 7 dot. West.
Right now I gotta just
7 crack.
tiles, get rid.
Flower.
I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna need this, but like numbers with 6s I see, so I'm not sure.
3 bam.
Hold it for a little.
1 crack. 1 crack. Flower. South. 9 crack. 5 dot. 7 dot. Soap. 1 dot. 9 bam. 6 bam.
Too early to
West.
make any calls on
8 dot.
this point. Just because it's so early. Oh my goodness. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 with 6s. 2, 4, 6, 8 with the pair of 8s. 2, 4, bam, 6, 8 dot. Pung kong. I've got challenges here. I think that, I don't know, why am I keeping these? I guess I'll get rid of these. I do see 2, 4, 6, 8 with the green, but I don't know if I'm going to be going like numbers. I just have a feeling I'm not. 2, 4, 6, 8 with 2s. Yeah, I'm going to
Green.
concentrate on
South.
everything,
East.
not with
5 dot.
for right now.
1 dot. 6 crack. South. 8 crack. Soap. 1 crack. East. 4 bam.
Too early or anything. Okay. All right. So 2, 4, 6, 8, the singles with the flowers with 6s or 8s. How many 8 cracks have went out? 1. All right. So that means the 2 and the 4 will
2
go
crack.
first.
8 crack.
I'm looking at potentially, see this, I don't want to call that for the pung because I'm shy on that flower right now. So this is too early to call that. I gotta let it go. But I'm looking at 2, 4 bam, 6, 8 dot for line 1B, possibly line 4. Possibly, but this is an even line 6 would be nice, but I need that 8 crack for that one to even be considered. So
5 crack. 9 crack.
let's see what comes in.
4 crack. 9 bam. 1 bam. Call. 5 dot.
We got a call.
9 bam. 9 bam. 3 bam. 7 dot. 7 bam. Green. 7 crack. North. 5 dot. West.
Like to keep that for the 2, 4, 6, 8 singles with the 6s
Green.
for a little.
Red.
Oh,
1 dot.
so many.
7 bam.
Give me one more
Red.
of the
6 crack.
direction. Like that's too early for me to do that. Just is.
North.
If I had one more flower, I would do it.
South. 7 bam. 4 dot. Call. 9 dot. Green.
Hmm. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 6, 8. Let's see, only one. How many 6 cracks went out? One, 2, 8 cracks. 1, I thought 2, 2, 1, 2. Bottom concealed hand as well. I need both. I don't want to, I'm not getting rid of anything. Funny. If I were to get the 4 and 6 bam, that bottom concealed hand could be something good. Maybe I need to ditch the flower and not think about the single hand right now. Consider the bottom concealed hand and consider the 1B hand. All right, let's see. 6 bams. How many went out? 1. 4 bams. Not 1. You know, no matter which way I go, it's okay. I'm going to do that.
Flower. Call. 4 crack.
Okay, maybe that's better that I did that. But I wish somebody else did that so that I could get Joker.
3 dot.
Call.
Joker swap. 4 bam.
I knew it. Okay, there's another 4.
8 bam.
Can't call that. Nope.
1 bam. 4 crack. 5 crack. 2 dot. North. 4 crack. 9 dot. 5 bam. Call. 3 crack.
3, 4, 5, and no jokers.
9 crack.
That means 6 bam. I have 1. And didn't 1 just go out, I thought? No. That means I would have never, ever made that. The bottom concealed hand, chances are there's 1 6 bam in the second row out at the beginning. So there's 2 more. He could have both. So I definitely need to keep that pung kong with 2, 4, 6, 8 dot available for sure. So either of these, and there's 2 of both. So that means I'm just going to pick one, and that's going to be it.
6 crack. 9 dot. Flower. Red. 7 crack. 7 crack. 6 dot.
Get these out of the way so I can see if it's worth calling it at this point. 2 I can call. 6, 8. Oh, it's too sad. It's too weak for me to do that. And that's a pung position. I don't need the joker, but this goes here and this goes here. Wait a minute. Maybe it's not so bad since I don't need a joker. All right. Actually, it's not so bad. Okay, I'm going to do it.
Call.
Why not?
8 crack. 8 crack.
So now I'm kind of
Mah Jongg.
scared me for a second. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6 with no other 6 but 3 jokers. Wow, that was pretty cool. Annie, good job, good job. Let's see where my with 2 jokers in the wall. An 8 dot there. A 4 bam. There's the other 6 bam down there. Okay, it was possible. 2025 line 1, and he was set for Mah Jongg. Amistad was close, line 2, 13579, but not close enough. And I wasn't that close either this game. Let me peek. All right, I still came in the lead tonight. Not bad. That was fun. That was a lot of fun tonight. It's nice when you have some wins, of course, but we are here on Wednesday nights to be teaching and learning, so that's super. If you're watching the replay when it's posted and you are not a subscriber of my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to support me. Click the bell so you get notifications of when I go live and post a new video, and give a thumbs up, of course. I appreciate it all. And until I see you guys again, practice, 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 be well. And thank you so much for being here tonight, everybody. Good night.